Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum is forming a new pattern in the short term that we need to pay attention to, while Solana is now breaking out towards its all-time high, but in the short term is potentially repeating history, now forming a new bearish divergence, while Cardano is running into a critical level on the price chart before potentially breaking out towards much higher price targets, while XRP is now doing the same thing, running into a critical level on the price chart before potentially another major breakout. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch this video from start to finish so that you don't miss out on any of this important information. First of all, starting off on the weekly Ethereum chart, and right now the price of ETH is still playing out massive bullish price structure on the larger time frames, like for example forming higher lows and higher highs, and still bouncing from this massive ascending line of support, which is still sitting at close to 2.4k. So right now on the larger time frames, Ethereum still looking really bullish, expecting a bull run potentially for the coming months. But taking a look at the 3-day Ethereum chart, right now the price is still struggling around this Fibonacci level, which is acting as resistance at around 3.2k approximately. And in order to confirm a breakout above 3.2k, we need to see a 3-day candle close above 3.2k in order to break out finally above that Fibonacci level. And in that case, the next major point of resistance, at least on this chart right here, based on these previous highs, is sitting at around 3,500. And above that level, we should have some major resistance at around 3.9k to 4k. And if we're taking a look at this daily Ethereum chart, right now the price of ETH is still playing out that bit of a rejection from this area of resistance pretty much perfectly, and that's sitting in between around 34.30 to 35.60. So right now that is still acting as strong resistance on the daily time frame. So ultimately the price of ETH is basically in a massive sideways price range in between this area of resistance and this area of support. And by the way, this area of support is sitting in between around 2.7k to 2.8k. But before that area of support, we also have some support at just above $3,000. And in fact, we've bounced at around 30.20 to 30.30. So right around there, just above 3k. Once again, we do have some short-term support. And if we're taking a look at the shorter term, looking at the 2-hour time frame, right now the price of ETH is forming a new price pattern, which is known as a falling wedge pattern, which typically is a bullish pattern because more often than not, a falling wedge breaks out to the upside. Now, it's not impossible for a falling wedge to break to the downside. That's simply the less likely scenario, that's all. And so ultimately, if we're looking at this line of resistance, this is sitting at around 3160 to 3170 approximately, and this line of support is currently sitting at around 2980 to 2990 approximately, so just underneath $3,000. But remember, we also have a bit of horizontal support right here at just above $3,000. But for now, this pattern is still currently forming. It is not active, and we have no price target in play as of right now for this pattern. But if we see a confirmed breakout above this line of resistance, which means candle closes confirming above this resistance, then in that case, that will set up a bullish price target simply at the top of the wedge, which is sitting at approximately 33.80. So essentially, it'll send the price back towards this area of resistance, where the price could also still likely struggle at. And so this is a potential short-term trading opportunity, not financial advice, but once again, if we confirm a breakout above this line of resistance, after we confirm that breakout, then that will set up this bullish price target in play, which means we could potentially long that move to the upside, open a long position after we break out to trade out that move towards the price target. But once again, not financial advice, and either way, we still need to wait for confirmation, because as of right now, we've not yet confirmed a breakout, which means the price target is not currently in play. And with that being said, if we're taking a look at Solana on the daily time frame, right now the price of Solana is clearly massively bouncing again from this area of previous resistance, now acting as new support, and that's sitting in between $200 to $210. And like I've been saying over the last few days, for nearly a week now, we have a lot of support, which means basically a lot of buyers in this price range in between 200 to 210. And so far, we've found perfect support in that region. And right now, obviously, seeing a major bounce from that area. So this is still acting as strong support. And if we're zooming out on the weekly time frame, we're breaking out further above that point of resistance, above this high, which once again was sitting at around 205 to 210 approximately, basically this area of resistance. So right now that we're breaking out to the upside, we're basically heading up towards the all-time high for the price of Solana, which if we're looking at that level, that's sitting at around 250 to 260, which we could find some resistance at around 250 to 260. So just keep that in mind. Now that we're breaking out further to the upside, keep in mind that we're likely going to find some resistance at around $250 to $260. But once we can finally see a confirmed breakout above 260, then we'll likely see the price go a lot higher, likely beyond $300 pretty quickly, because obviously when Bitcoin broke its all-time high, the price absolutely exploded. And that's usually what ends up happening when the price breaks out above a major all-time high. We usually end up seeing the price go much higher beyond the all-time high. And so right now, that is what is happening with Solana. We're breaking out on the larger time frames. The larger time frames are still looking very bullish right now. But if we're zooming into just the 8-hour time frame, we are possibly forming a new bearish divergence on the 8-hour chart, which is only a short-term pattern. And I want to make it clear that at least at the time of recording this video, this potential bearish divergence is not confirmed. It's just possibly forming, because we are forming higher highs in the price, which the higher highs in the price have been confirmed, but the lower highs are still possibly forming in the RSI. And so in order to confirm this bearish divergence, we need to see this lower high actually confirm in place in RSI, which means seeing a couple of red candle closes confirming in the price on the 8-hour time frame, which is still yet to happen. So once again, this bearish divergence is possibly forming, but not yet confirmed. And even if it does confirm, we're likely going to see just either a slight little pullback or some choppy sideways price action, maybe for a couple of days or so, as the most likely outcome. That's usually what we see from a bearish divergence. But that does not necessarily mean the larger bullish trend is over, because if we're looking at the last time we confirmed a bearish divergence on the 8-hour Solana chart, ultimately we saw a bit of a pullback over the next few days, but that was not the end of the bull market. It was just a short-term pullback, which was basically a buying opportunity that came over the next few days before we went much higher and continued that larger bull market. So once again, on the larger time frames, we're looking very bullish. It's just if we actually confirm this bearish divergence, which once again is not yet being confirmed, but if it confirms, we could possibly have a bit of a buying opportunity over the next few days before potentially continuing the bull market higher later on. And just before talking about some other major altcoins in this video, first, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto to maximize your profits in crypto in this bull market, then check out the links down below this video. The first link below this video will take you to Bitfinex, which is a no KYC exchange, which means you don't need any KYC, any documents. It's just a quick and easy sign up to Bitfinex, and you can trade from any country in the world. Once again, first link below this video. And if you use that link, you can get up to a 5.5k deposit bonus. And only if you use that link, you can get an exclusive 10% discount on all trading fees on the Bitfinex exchange forever. But that's only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bitfinex account. And also, if you use that link to Bitfinex and go up to the top tab right here, Win BTC, there's currently a Bitcoin giveaway happening over on Bitfinex only for the next 9 days or so. So simply by making an account using that link, making a deposit, and making some trades on Bitfinex, basically you enter this giveaway where the first place prize is 1 whole Bitcoin. So if you're trading crypto anyway, you might as well check this out. Once again, first link below this video. But as another exchange out there, another option which does require KYC, there's also Bybit, which if you use the link below this video to Bybit, you can get a 500 USDT position airdrop. So basically a free $500 trade as your first trade over on Bybit using that link down below this video. And with that being said, taking a look at Cardano on the weekly time frame, because Cardano or ADA was one of the top suggested altcoins in the comment section below these videos over the last few days. So if you want your favorite altcoin in these videos, just simply let me know in the comment section down below. And as this bull market continues, I'll try and cover more and more altcoins and even some meme coins every now and again on this channel. And so if we're taking a look at this weekly time frame, looking at the Fibonacci extension drawn from the old all-time high at around $3 $2.10 down to the bear market bottom. This gives us, first of all, this 50% retracement level, which is sitting at around 82 cents to 83 cents approximately, which is also very, very close to this previous high and also pretty much right on this local high, at least as of recording this video, the current high in the price of Cardano. And so we definitely have confluence around this price level on the price chart. Once again, previous major resistance and also an important retracement level, the 50% retracement level. So this is providing strong resistance right now for the price of Cardano. Once again, at around 82 cents approximately. Expect strong resistance right there. So we're likely going to see a bit of a rejection and struggle from this level. But once we can ultimately see a breakout above around 82 to 83 cents, then in that case, we'll likely head up towards the next major area of resistance, which is the golden pocket. That is the most important Fibonacci area on the price chart. And previously, we found significant resistance and significant support in that price range. And that price range is sitting in between around $1.12, going up towards around $1.23. So basically just above $1, $1.12 to $1.23. Once again, we're likely heading there next after we can first see a breakout above around 82 to 83 cents. So remember, first of all, we're still expecting resistance at around 82 cents. That will likely provide strong resistance, which means the price will likely struggle there for some time. But once we can actually see a confirmed breakout above that level, expect to run up towards this golden pocket. And beyond the golden pocket, we also have this 78.6% Fibonacci level, which is sitting at around $1.75 to $1.76. And above that level would be basically targeting the all-time high. But obviously, we still have a lot of obstacles to surpass before we can get up towards these much higher price targets. And while the price of Cardano is rejecting from this 50% retracement level, acting as strong resistance at 82 cents, we do have on the 8-hour time frame a possible bearish divergence, which is potentially already confirmed right now with just 2 8-hour candle closes in the red, because we have higher highs confirmed in the price and lower highs basically now confirmed in the 8-hour Cardano RSI and also in the MACD, showing a slight loss in bullish momentum. And so once again, when we're zooming out, looking at the bigger picture, we're still in a larger bullish market. If we're looking at the larger price structure, like higher lows and higher highs, and usually Cardano and a lot of other cryptos follow Bitcoin and Ethereum, things like that. If Bitcoin's in a bull market, usually a lot of the crypto market is also in a larger bull market. But as I always say, it's very normal to see slight little pullbacks here and there during a larger bull market, just like how during this previous bear market, we did see little pumps here and there along the way down. And so just in the short term, we could be due to see a bit of a rejection from this 50% retracement level at the same time as losing a little bit of bullish momentum, maybe for a few days, maybe even a week or so, give or take, before potentially coming back up for another attempt of a breakout above around 82 cents. And then once again, after we can finally see a breakout above that level, we'll likely head up towards this golden pocket in between 112 to 123. And so this could actually be a bit of good news for those of you that are new to this channel, new to crypto, and you missed out on this pump right here in the price of Cardano. Once again, this could be some good news just in the short term, presenting a possible buying opportunity in the coming days if we see a slight little pullback or even just some choppy sideways price action before eventually breaking out later on. And with that being said, taking a look at XRP on the monthly time frame. Once again, XRP was one of the top suggested altcoins in the comment section down below these videos. So if you want an altcoin, just comment down below this video and I'll go to the top suggested altcoins first. And if we're looking at XRP on the monthly time frame, right now the price is run into two major levels. If we're simply looking at basically a point of resistance drawn from these previous candle wick highs, we have that level sitting at around 111, so $1.11. And then if we're looking at this resistance level drawn from these previous candle closes on the monthly time frame, that comes into play at around $1.26. And so those are two potential points of resistance. And right now we've pretty much perfectly rejected from that $1.26 level drawn from the monthly candle closes. So right now we do have major resistance around there. But if we can see a breakout above $1.26, then we're likely heading up towards this previous high, which based on the candle closes is sitting at around $1.59. And based on the candle wick is sitting at around $1.95. So those are some next price targets to the upside after we confirm first breakout above around $1.26 to $1.27, because once again, right around there, we do have some major resistance. And with that being said, if we're taking a look at the weekly time frame, obviously over the last 1 to 2 weeks, we've seen a huge explosion to the upside in the price of XRP, which one of the main reasons why we've seen an explosion to the upside in the price of XRP over the last 1 to 2 weeks is of course due to Trump getting elected and Trump saying he's going to fire Gary Gensler. And obviously for you XRP holders out there, Gary Gensler was one of the big reasons why the price of XRP has struggled over the last couple of years at least. And so of course with Gary Gensler leaving the SEC and potentially new people in charge of the SEC, that is potentially some good news for XRP, which is why we've seen a huge pump over the last 1 to 2 weeks after that US election. But with that being said, looking at some points of resistance right now based on this Fibonacci retracement tool from this swing high close to $2 down to this swing low at around 28 cents on the weekly time frame, we do have the 78.6% Fibonacci level sitting at around $1.29 to $1.30, so very close to this level of resistance at around $1.26. So right around that level in the high $1.20 price range, close to $1.30, we have a lot of resistance right there, and also previous resistance in the price action right at that level. And so just in the short term, expect the price to struggle at that level on the price chart. But once we can finally see a breakout above around $1.30, for example, then in that case, we'll likely return back up towards these previous highs. So if we're looking at these candle wicks right here, we're talking maybe $1.73, or if we're looking at the actual high all the way up here, close to $2, around $1.95, give or take. And something else worth mentioning is that the weekly RSI for XRP is entering into overbought territories for the first time since July 2023. And the last time this happened, we did actually see a pullback that came next. So just be aware of that. Now, obviously, it does not mean that we're definitely going to see a major crash from now. We could just be seeing basically a slight little cool off before eventually a breakout later on, because obviously this time around, Bitcoin and a lot of the crypto market is playing out a huge bull market, whereas back in July, Bitcoin wasn't in new all-time highs, for example, back in July 2023. So obviously this time around, there's a lot of other bullish factors that are helping the price of XRP, which means it's unlikely we're going to see a huge crash to the downside like this. Maybe just a little bit of a short-term cool-off before eventually another attempt of breaking out above this resistance and then potentially heading towards some of these higher price targets, especially if Bitcoin continues its bull run. And also, if you're new to XRP, something else worth considering is that XRP is one of the few cryptos out there where it basically does move in straight lines quite often, especially during its bull markets. So I usually say here on the channel that don't expect the price to basically move in a straight line. It's very normal to see a little pullbacks here and there along the way, which sometimes can happen, yes, for XRP, but oftentimes, especially during the bull markets for XRP, it's actually quite normal to see pretty much vertical price action. It's very normal to see moves like this in XRP, basically straight to the upside. So keep that in mind during these bull markets. XRP can get pretty violent, even to the upside. And once again, if you want to trade any of these moves in any of these altcoins, check out those links down below this video to those exchanges if you want to claim those extra bonuses and support this channel, of course. And if you want your altcoin in these videos, just comment down below this video and I'll get to the top suggested altcoins first. And if you want to actually know how to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions. And the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.